Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so glad you found us. We dive deep into real-world psychology and relationships. No fluff, no games. Today, we're uncovering something a lot of people misunderstand: how a man truly behaves when he's falling in love with an older woman. Society paints a lot of pictures about it. Most of them totally wrong. This video is packed with real signs, real studies, and real truths. And trust me, once you know what to look for, you'll never second guess real love again. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive right in. Let's be honest. Most people still don't really understand how a man truly behaves when he's falling in love with an older woman. Society loves to paint these relationships as temporary, a fling, a phase. But here's the truth: men don't fake certain behaviors. When a man falls in love with an older woman, it shows in real, noticeable ways. The problem: most women miss these signs. They're looking for the usual cliches, the dramatic gestures, the non-stop texting, the "I love you" after 3 dates. But when a man is serious about an older woman, the signs are different. They're deeper, more intentional, way more telling, and missing them, that can lead to confusion, second-guessing, even walking away from something real. So today, we're diving into 6 real signs a man shows when he's truly loving an older woman. No fairy tales, no guessing games, just real behavior, backed by psychology and case studies. And here's why this matters. Older women usually come into relationships with emotional maturity, clearer boundaries, real-life experience that can intimidate the wrong man. But the right man, he steps up, according to a 2023 study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships. Men in relationships with older women reported higher satisfaction. Why? They valued emotional depth, stability, better communication, but even more interesting, the behaviors they showed when falling in love were completely different from typical younger relationships. So, if you're an older woman wondering, is he really in love with me, or just curious? This video will give you real answers. Let's break it down. First sign: he prioritizes emotional connection over physical intensity. Most men, especially younger ones, lead with physical attraction, looks, flirting, the surface stuff. But when a man falls for an older woman, the emotional connection comes first. You'll notice it in how he talks to you. He asks real questions. Not just "how was your day?" but "how did you feel about that meeting today? What was it like when you made that big life change? What are you passionate about now?" He wants to know your story, your struggles, your dreams. In a 2021 case study by psychologist Dr. Helen Fisher, men in age-gap relationships showed 30% more emotionally driven interactions. They expressed more appreciation. They sought advice. They wanted a deep connection. It's not just interest, it's an emotional investment. He wants to know you, all of you. That's real love starting to bloom. Second sign: he respects your independence instead of feeling threatened by it. Older women tend to have full lives, careers, friends, maybe even kids, a whole identity outside the relationship. Insecure men, they get intimidated, they compete, they demand. But not this guy. When he's in love with you, he doesn't see your independence as a threat. He admires it, he encourages it, he celebrates it. He doesn't say, "Why didn't you call me back?" or "Do you really have to work late again?" Instead, he says, "I admire how committed you are. I'm proud of everything you're doing. Let me know how I can support you." A 2022 University of California study found men in relationships with older women were 43% more likely to describe their partners as inspiring and self-sufficient. They used words like admire, not control or possess. So, if he encourages your goals, respects your schedule, and stands by you, he's not being distant. He's loving you in the most respectful way possible. Third sign, he seeks your opinion and actually listens to it. In a strong relationship, you're not just the girlfriend, you're the advisor, the confidant, the trusted voice when a man is falling. For an older woman, he values her wisdom. Real life decisions, he asks you first. Career changes, family issues, big moves. He wants your input, and he listens. In a study by the American Psychological Association, men dating older women consulted their partners 27% more often on major life decisions. Think about that. He's not just asking what movie you want to see. He's asking, should I take this job offer? What do you think about moving to a new city? How should I handle this conflict at work? And when you give advice, he really considers it, because he respects your experience. He trusts your judgment. That trust is not casual. It's a deep emotional investment. Fourth sign, he doesn't play games. He's clear about what he wants. Older women don't have time for games, and he knows it. So if he's serious, he shows it. No ghosting, no breadcrumbing, no let's keep it casual nonsense. He makes time for you. Without being asked, he communicates. When he's busy, he tells you when he's thinking about you. He includes you in future plans. A 2020 survey by eHarmony found men dating older women were twice as likely to define the relationship within the first month compared to those dating younger women. Why? Because when a man falls for an older woman, he values clarity. He's not playing around. He's investing. So if he's consistent, transparent, and respects your time, you're not guessing. You're growing together. Fifth sign. He's willing to learn from you without feeling less of a man. One of the biggest signs of real love is humility. When a man truly loves an older woman, he doesn't act like he knows it all. He listens. He learns. He grows. He might ask, how did you handle this when you were my age? What's your advice on this situation? He lets you lead sometimes. Maybe it's financial planning, parenting, health matters, career advice. He acknowledges. When he's wrong, he's open to change. In a 2023 study from the Institute for Relationships and Behavior, men in age-gap relationships often described their partners not just as girlfriends, but as teachers, partners, guides. Your life experience isn't intimidating to him. It's inspiring. So, if he's asking for your advice, not because he's lost, but because he respects your experience, that's love, real, ego-free love. And finally, the sixth sign. He embraces the reality of your life, not just the fantasy. He's not in love with just the idea of you. He loves the whole picture. Your past, your kids, your busy schedule, your age. He's not comparing you to anyone. He's not making passive remarks about younger women. He's not wishing you were different. A 2022 case study by Relationship Dynamics. Research followed 50 couples with older women and younger men. The most successful couples had one major thing in common. The men fully stepped into the woman's life. Friends, family, kids, career. They weren't part-time boyfriends. They were full partners. So if he's willing to embrace your world, not just your date nights, but your real life, that's not just romance. That's real love. Let's do a quick recap. When a man is genuinely falling in love with an older woman, he shows it through real actions. He prioritizes emotional connection, not just physical attraction. He respects your independence instead of resenting it. He values your advice and actually listens. He doesn't play games. He's upfront about what he wants. He's humble enough to learn from you, without letting pride get in the way. And most importantly, he embraces your full life, not just the romantic parts. These signs aren't based on fantasy. They're based on real behaviors, real studies, real psychology. And if you're seeing these signs in your relationship, chances are you're not just being loved, you're being deeply valued, because love at this stage of life, it's different. It's not about fireworks. It's about consistency, connection, commitment, and the right man. He won't just say he loves you. He'll show it loud and clear, day after day, without the drama, without the games. If this resonated with you, hit that like button. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. And if you've ever experienced one or all of these signs, drop a comment below. Tell us your story. We'd love to hear from you. And remember, it's not about your age. It's about how deeply he's willing to show up for you. Stay empowered. Stay confident. And I'll see you in the next video. If this video helped you see things more clearly, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you want more real talk about love, relationships, and the human mind, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. We break down psychology in a way that's simple, powerful, and made just for you. And hey, if you've ever experienced this kind of real love, drop your story in the comments. You never know who you might inspire. Today, thank you for being here. Stay empowered, stay true to yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.